Hi guys, it's Amy from Little Deer. Today we're going to be working on one of my new fabric yards from Studio E, this Christmas Advent calendar. It has pieces and instructions to embroider, cut, and sew some fun holiday projects, including this calendar of 25 mini Christmas motifs. You can stitch one each day of December, counting down the days till Christmas. I'll start by showing you how I embroider some of the motifs. I've got my floss colors and I'll post those below. Each of my new fabric yards includes this handy stitch guide with 8 basic embroidery stitches, which you can sew into a cute little reference booklet. You can see a whole video on how to embroider and make this. I'll link that down below. To start out, I've threaded my needle with 2 threads of green floss, and I'm going to stitch the wreath on day 1 with a satin stitch. A satin stitch is just straight stitches going back and forth across the area you want to cover. Always start on one side and end on the other side for a nice smooth area. Since this is a circle, the stitches will be slightly closer together along the inside edge than at the outer edge. Some of these motifs have details on the pattern that you will cover up with the background color, so you can snap a quick photo of the design before you start for reference, or you can also see close-up photos of all these motifs in the project gallery on my website. Now I'll go back and add the white dots on top. These are French knots. Wrap the floss around the needle 2 or 3 times. Push the needle back through the fabric while you hold tightly onto the floss close to the fabric and pull it through. Alright, now we're ready for the bow. I'm making lazy daisy stitches for the loops. Bring your needle and thread up from the back, put it back down in the same spot, but don't pull it all the way through. Leave a little loop. Now come up inside the loop at the other side and make a tiny stitch over it, securing it down to the fabric. Now I'll finish up the tails and back stitches and the knot of the bow in a satin stitch. Okay, day 2, the pine cone. First I'm going to stitch the background color in satin stitch. Now I'm making straight stitches in the darker brown over the top. I'll do the pine needles the same way in green. And finish it up with tiny blue French knot berries. Most of these motifs are stitched in the same way with these basic stitches. Let's pause now on day 8 and I'll show you one more stitch, the long and short stitch or brick stitch. Start at the top row, making a longish stitch and then a shorter stitch, alternating down the line. On the next row, make another row of stitches, layering them like bricks to match up with the first row. Your stitches do not need to be perfectly uniform, just follow the shape of the area you're covering and add extra stitches here and there if you need to. This is a good stitch to use to cover larger solid areas. It also gives you a little bit of texture, which is perfect for this mitten. Now I'll do the top edge with the satin stitch since it's smaller. Using a different stitch also sets it apart with a nice contrast from the pink area. And now the little star on top. Okay, here are some more tiny Christmas motifs. Now I'm going to stitch up the numbers. I'm using a back stitch with 2 threads of floss for all the numbers. You can do this as you stitch each motif or go back and do them all at once. Now I'll do the red dot outlines in a simple running stitch. When I'm done with the motifs, I'll embroider the Merry Christmas at the top in stem or back stitches, or maybe a combination of both. Then I could use the included patchwork background fabric and sew them back to back to make a cute Christmas pillow, or use the instructions here to make a wall hanging with ribbon and dowel rod, or stretch the embroidery onto a piece of foam core board. Once you do this, it's easy to frame or just stand up on a shelf. That's what I've done with this one. It's a great way to display your embroidery. I hope you enjoyed stitching this advent calendar with me. Pick up your own and stitch down the days till Christmas this year. Thanks for watching. Bye!